I'm here in Singapore. What a wonderful place. It's really hot, but a little bit humid. And I'm here for literally less than 24 hours. Now, I want to see as many attractions as I possibly can in that time. And I've narrowed it down. This is my journey.
The journey started in a residential area called Orchard Boulevard, where I took the metro to Gardens by the Bay. I was very surprised at actually how easy it was to navigate the metro system.
There's people walking around with these signs saying no eating or drinking, literally just holding signs. That's what they're paid to do all day, walk up and down platforms and go up and down the train. If you do eat or drink on the platform, you will be fined. Anyhow, it's a bit of a trek to the Gardens by the Bay. I'm just following the signs, but there's a lot of building work taking place around the station itself, and I guess there's a pub there. Should I just head for the pub? Gardens by the Bay, here we go. This is what I mean about all the building work taking place. Lovely day. It's really hot, bit humid. It's always worth, when you come to Singapore, just bring yourself a poncho or a cagoule or something. Nothing too hot, nothing too heavy, but it does rain quite a lot here because of the humidity. Here we go. I can start to see things. How exciting. Found the food area. Not lots open. Just how do I get in? So no shortage of what to eat here. We've got satay chicken, dumplings, Japanese cuisine, seafood. How do I get in to the Gardens by the Bay? This is my kind of place. Here we go, we've got Heineken. I'm heading in the right direction, I think. There's a bridge. So it's still very early in the morning, really. It's 9 o'clock. Thought I'd get down here at the crack of dawn before the tourists get here. Look at this, beautiful water features everywhere. It's so peaceful here, and there's not many people around at all. Mind you, saying that, I am kind of outside the park at the moment, still walking towards the entrance. It seems to be quite a trek, but you do walk through past the lily pond, and I'm on the Kingfisher walkway at the moment. It goes around, it's free to walk around this area. Now, there's a bridge, and there's a dome. This looks like we're heading in the right direction. I think I spoke a little bit too soon about it being peaceful. There's loads of busloads of people just rocked up. So this is the main front door to the Gardens by the Bay. Well, here they are. These are the super trees, and these light up at night. There is like a walkway that goes amongst them all, and that's what I'm going to do. It's called the Skyway, but I've got to try and work out how to get to it because I've been going around in circles. It's such a big place here. Every time as well that I sort of set the camera up to do a piece to camera, people see me doing something and they come and want to take pictures of like what I'm doing. It's like, go away. There's loads of places here, go away. Am I grumpy? I guess I am. Where am I going? No idea. 1 minute there's loads of people, the next minute it's completely deserted.
My first stop was the Super Tree Observatory for a bird's eye view of the entire park.
I'm in the lift on the way up to the observatory, which is the top of the highest super tree. Look at this on the roof. Now, I don't like heights, but there is glass between the inside and the outside, so I feel safe here. In a minute, I'll pluck up enough courage and go out onto the balcony. So to do the Super Tree Observatory, the walkway, and also the flower dome with the forest, it cost me around about £35 in UK money, which isn't bad really. And so already I'm on the first attraction. Next, I'm going to do the walkway, which is just down there. It's not as high as the observatory. And in case you get it mixed up, the hotel that you see here, the Marina Sands right behind me, that has an observatory on the top as well, which looks over the entire park, which is even higher than the Super Tree Observatory, which I originally thought this was that, if you know what I mean. So don't get confused. I do get a little bit dizzy sometimes. So here is my old ship that I used to work on, and I wrote some enrichment programs which were featured on board it. It's the Queen Mary 2, and it's currently on its world voyage, stopping off here in Singapore and then heading off to do a little bit of an Asian sector to its cruise. Wow, there's not a soul up here. I've got this whole viewing platform to myself. It's got a lovely view all over the Bay Area. So there's the Art and Science Museum just over there. This is the Marina Sands Hotel, and on top is the Infinity Pool. We've got the Mandarin Oriental Hotel over there, very famous, and the large observation wheel just there, and this amazing skyline, cityscape of Singapore. And further round, the port, and then we've got the Queen Mary 2 and all the other ships waiting to come into the harbour. Well, I've got my feet safely on terra firma now, and it's now time to go onto the sort of observation platform and the walkway amongst all of the super trees. Well, I'm on the Sky Walkway, and it's very thin in places, and I keep getting attacked by a fly. Ugh, it's getting on my nerves. I've just had some person come up to me and tell me not to drop the camera down off the viewing platform. Do you really think I'm going to drop a £1,000 camera off? I don't think so. I'm not going to be a typical English person and moan about the weather because it's absolutely glorious, but it's hot. How lucky I brought my fan. It's hot and humid. Oh no, I think there's a queue. No, it's not. So we're now heading into the dome. Oh, you just walk in here and it's so cool, it's lovely. Oh, huge waterfall. Wow. Well, I'm on the second viewing platform. That's the first one up there. So you kind of wind yourself all the way down underneath the waterfall and onto the lower level. It's very exciting, and lots of shrubbery, trees, flowers, and art installations on the way down as well. It's absolutely lovely, and you've got this dome surrounding it with all the different patterns of the windows on the floor and everything. It's amazing, actually. Lots of people walking around taking selfies like me, so I don't feel unusual. And it's nice not to be attacked by bugs down here. Oh, I could do with a drink. Lovely and cool in here though. So after this, I think we've got one more installation. That's the flower dome. Yeah. And then it's time for a spot of lunch, I think. I'm racing around Singapore today. Remember, I'm only here for 24 hours. I've got that whirlwind tour, so I'm trying to cram as much in as I can. Here we are, back to where I started. Right, let's find my way out. So I'm now in the Flower Dome, which is the second exhibition. Again, it's a dome surrounded by glass. And I'm going to pull out the main sort of features because remember I'm on that whirlwind tour. So, guess it's a flower dome, it's full of flowers. Lots of flowers around me. I do like flowers. Well, if you see over there, it looks like a little coffee shop, doesn't it? So I walked up these stairs over here. They said there was a restaurant. And I got collared by the waiter and humiliated. Apparently it's Michelin star and you need a reservation. Well, you can shove your Michelin star right up your Ronson. Rude man. Well, that's my whirlwind tour of the Flower Dome done. Now I'm going to head over to Marina Bay, which is just over that way, and have a look what that's got to offer. So a lot of the gardens around the super trees are free. So we've got the Silver Garden, which is behind me here, and there's some amazing art installations around the place. I'm heading now to the MRT station, which is the Metro, I believe. I do like this garden actually. It's a garden full of musical instruments, so you can compose your own masterpiece. Or not. What's this one? What's this one do? Oh, just makes a ringing noise. Having fun. Now Singapore is a city of bridges. There's loads of bridges in this city. And this one here is quite famous, very artistic looking. Look at it there. Beautiful. And that leads us from that side of the bay over to where the Art and Science Museum is located, which is right behind me. And that's where I'm stopping now before getting on the underground. I feel like a big child. So you can tell it's hot, can't you? So I've had a look at Marina Bay and the gardens and the super trees, and it's all very modern around there. Now I want to experience a little bit about what the locals experience here in Singapore. So I'm going to a place called Burgess. It's got some very colourful buildings. It's also a place with a variety of different temples where people go to pray, and so hopefully we'll get some culture in my whirlwind tour. So I'm in Bugis Street Market. This is great if you want your Singapore souvenirs. Oh. So I picked up my fridge magnet already. I want some chocolates, but I don't know how I'm going to get them back to the hotel without them melting. Oh, it's all a disaster. But there's loads of souvenir bits here. It's well worth coming if you want to get some like t-shirts saying Singapore or some fridge magnets. There's no rip-off stuff here though. One thing I've kind of learned being here is patience, because you certainly need it at some of the bigger roads. It's like pedestrians don't have priority here, unlike the UK, and they do keep you waiting at the lights for quite some time for them to change to green for you to cross the road. And in boiling hot heat, it can be quite frustrating. I get very grumpy, can I just say, when I'm waiting for a long time. I mean, sometimes it could be like up to 6-7 minutes So it's an awful long time. It's not like 1 minute or whatever. So I'm not exaggerating this. Make sure you wear some good sun factor. I've just put factor 30 on. And I think I'm in luck because in the distance I can see a building here with some paintings on it. So we're gonna find out if that's the street I'm looking for. Fingers crossed. Because then I'm going back to the hotel for a swim. I think I need it before going to see the lights later. I can imagine this place coming alive at night because there's loads of different bars around here with all the chairs all stacked up, so it's not open at the moment. It reminds me of Madeira actually, with the painted doors down that street. If you have seen one of my previous vlogs, it's on there. There's some vintage shops. Just seen a photo booth shop where you can get photographed like a model. $10. So I'm racing back to get to the metro because I've got the chocolates in my bag and I don't want them to melt. And I've just found this fabulous little courtyard with these amazing art installations, these statues in it. It's really creative, I love it. I think it's a hotel, there's no name outside. I will find out what it is and I'll put it on the vlog at the bottom. Okay, so if you are passing by the Bugis Street area, it's right behind the Raffles Hospital. It's now coming up to 7:45 and I'm going to watch these things light up. So excited. Well, that did bring a tear to my eyes, I have to tell you. We've just walked back to near where the Art and Science Museum is, and we're now going to see the light show Spectra, if we make it in time. So it's touch and go, but we're racing. Okay, so I've come down to sort of like pop-ups. I don't know how to describe it, but they're hawker bars, and you go up and you can. There's a bit of everything really. And inside this sort of complex, there is actually a hawker bar that is Michelin star rated. Although they lost a star, but they still, you know what I mean, play on it. I would if I had one. So yeah, it's time to get some food. Shall I get prawns? Oh, it does look lovely. So I've got this thing and it bleeps when I'm ready. But as I said to you before, some of these places are Michelin starred, or they think they are. Look behind me, you can see those. They play on it. But there is one in here, I'm trying to find it. Don't laugh, I had to do it. It's a coconut. So what I'm going to do is, just behind me over here is a 7-Eleven. I'm going to nip in there and get some rum and pop it in there, I think, because that'd be quite nice. It'd be like a Malibu. Delicious. It's really heavy though, look at the size of it. Well, that certainly was a whirlwind tour of Singapore. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm exhausted. I'm going to need to take a holiday after that, I tell you. Now, if you've enjoyed the video, please don't forget, click on that subscribe button at the bottom of the screen. It doesn't cost you anything and it really does help the channel develop. In the meantime, I look forward to seeing you on the next video, and take care of yourselves.